Oh my God, I am so excited today. Anytime I come talk, I always feel excited because I feel like say, anytime I talk, me help at least one person. And if me help at least one person, I feel good. I not lie to you. I saw me get my blessings, Jesus. You know, me not know if me gonna put it, if it might the back ways for some people. I don't know if you can read this, if you can see it, you know. I'm gonna tell you where it is. I'm gonna tell you why that little piece of paper, yeah, so significant to my life. I'm gonna tell you why. So if you get a little good look on it, if you can make it out, because some of we are detective, especially the woman them, when them for going on the man them business, them can read back and forth, sideways, up and down, crossway. Yeah, so all ladies them we can read this. I'm gonna talk, but I'm gonna tell you where it is if you can't see it. You can see where it is? Let me know if you can see where it is. Let me know if you can see that piece of paper, yeah. It's a little bit cute. All right. Yeah, if you for all of my detective them, yes. My sister keeper, she say yes, the GED, right? Right. Very, very important. Yes. Listen, I'm going to tell you some detective them soon figure out where it is, because maybe oh, your one looks yeah, because I'm from New York, so that's where I did it. I did mine. All right. So yeah, man, like and share the live. Because we come for touch lives, We come for touch lives. We come for touch lives. All right. Hello, one day somebody tell me say me soon gonna church gonna preach. Whatever the Lord say for that time, but right now is not no. Okay, so sometimes I sit down and I work, and it's like something would tell me for just sometimes I not do a live because some I don't do lives as often as I should, but I would just make a little 16-second video and post it. But what I realize sometimes people want hear words, they want hear things. So I think one of the reasons why me personally bless, because me not selfish. Some people get where them a go and them not want to share nothing with nobody. Them want to keep everything for themselves and them not under, because there is enough out there for everybody to get. You know, have to stifle, I don't understand why people don't share information or don't try, because have to give somebody something for help them, you can't just share something like a simple information. Personally, for those who don't know me prior to TikTok, I'm born and raised in Allentown, right? Now, a person like me, me not grow with no trust fund, no guidance as to what my future. Most of the time, especially now Jamaica kind of changed a little bit, so you can get student loan. Back when me I go to Wolmer's, if you not have family or foreign for help you, or if you not have somebody in your family can sign for you, you can't go to college. Which college? You try your best, you take your subject them and go look work. That's how it was, right? People like we generally get to people, college is a dream, unless you have some athletic abilities or something like that. So a person like, even though I went to Wolmer's, me not think about no college because that no, I'm not still that in my future. Me not see them something there. And me not even did know say me the poor until me go to Wilmers. I mean, me not come from suffering poor, because my father come from farm work from long time, you know. So me never really, me wasn't even though me live in a ghetto, me never the pauperizing poor, or never go bed hungry, never go back to school with the same uniform and them stuff there. Where me see other people experience, you know. But me not even did know say me poor, because life did good when me grow up knowing, you know. I'm happy. I run up and down from the street with my friend them, you know. And when I go to Wilmers, I realize, say, rotted. My friend them no share bed with them brother and sister. My friend them no share room with them brother and sister when I go uptown. It was at that point, those were the defining moments in my life when I realized, say, rotted. You know, say, and I remember saying this one day when I there at school. I say, you know, when I grow up, I don't want my kids them to wish like how me I wish. I just said that. I didn't know where my life was going to take me, to be honest. I just said that. I definitely know say though, I did more than the ghetto. I know say I want more than the ghetto where I come from. Because, let me tell you, I don't care where you come from. It doesn't have to define you. Your mother could have been a dirty drunk crow. Your father could have been a gunman, whatever. If you are determined to change, because I hate when people make excuses, talk about them parents never this and them parents never that. So that makes them who they are. You can either become your parents or you can choose to be better as a choice. Now, as me say, me drop out of Wilmers. I never graduate from Wilmers. I'm in a foreign before I reach 20. My father live here. My father never make it easy for me, you know, and stuff. Me couldn't stand him. My father live in West Virginia. And me come up on my visa and me come stay with him, and I couldn't stand him, and I couldn't stand him move. And I move come to New York, come live with my auntie. You understand? So imagine, so me not have no close relative, me not have no guidance. My auntie is a home health aide, and my auntie say, but my auntie make good money. You understand? Because out of our home health aide thing, the people, me see them get all 8 grand put on our house. So you work, some people work for some nice people with do things to them. All right. Now, most of we come up without no guidance. So we come with one intention. All of we were left, no matter which country you come from, which Caribbean, which European, we all come at this country for one reason, for better ourselves. We better take us down different paths, right? But we all come for better ourselves. That's the ultimate goal. But sometimes somehow we come and we get lost in the shuffle. We get lost in the greed. We get lost in the fast life. We can't wait. We want everything fast. We want everything now. Right? Now, somehow we not come from poor. Somehow we come from a little money. We just decide to run off on our visa. So somehow we come from good background, and somehow we come from ghetto, somehow we come from sufferation, somehow we come from where we have dodge gunshot and all of these things. We come from different background. Now, when you come in this country, you know how Jamaica used to be, where is either you're rich or you're poor? Yeah. America is not like that. America is a level playing field for everybody. That's one thing I love about this country. It no matter which part you come from, which walks of life you come from. I'm going to have one of my guests. One of my favorite protege, I would say. She's now a nurse practitioner, right? She never even go to high school. A plate she used to sell downtown. So at least I get a better start in my life. I go to Wilmers. You understand? This is a girl who never go, and me help her find her way. One thing me love tell people, say, yeah, you can do it. You have to believe that first. You have to believe, say, English was our worst subject. When she come a foreign, me say, hey, XY, this is what you do. She go to school under candlelight. She has study under candlelight. Now she's a doctor. She have a doctorate. So she's not a medical doctor. She have a doctorate. So she's going to be one of my guests, Dr. Karen Perez. Right? Now, as me say, when we come, we don't have no guidance. But the one thing, if you have this, if you have ambition, if you're hungry, you can achieve anything in a country. You hear me say it? I'm going to say it again. If you have ambition, if you're hungry, and if you're determined. My father, the reason I'm not ashamed for telling nobody, say my father couldn't read and write. I never know that until me come live with my father in America, right? I didn't know that. Because my dad was so good at hiding. Because when I go Wilma's, I'm in a third farm, I'm going to go across the street. And I said, Daddy, help me with my homework. My father said, him eye dark. Never forget that. Instead I ask your mother, come my eye dark. Right? But my father couldn't read. But the reason why I can say that and tell everybody that my father couldn't read and write, because my father was very successful though. He have ambition, although he couldn't read and write, my father owned 2 houses. My father lived in West Virginia, near a golfing community, gated community. All right, this is a man who can see him name Pambula and name it, but him ambitious enough, him have good credit, him saving money, and him know numbers. He maybe can't, and he memorize things. That's why I never want to come to New York, come live with me, because I have to learn things all over again. Again, still never did know at the time, so my father couldn't read and write. Because seeing how my father live, you would have never know, say, him couldn't read and write. Because he was so ambitious and so successful. And I him not for the man that we can't read and write, come borrow money from. Right? Now, when I was in New York, right, I didn't even know what the college requirements were. I didn't even know what a credit was. Because once again, even though I went to Wilma's, I was never the type that was looking about me I go to college. Go what kind of college? You either go do your subject then or you go look a little work after you're done. That's how get up people. That's how get up people deal with it. You see where I come from? So college I feel rich and uptown people. College is for rich. Tara, hold on 1 second. Tara, text me if you're saying that you wanted to join, but just give me a second. Because it's a time of invite you. Yeah. So I didn't even know what a college credit was. The one thing I knew, I wanted better for my life. That's all I know. I didn't know where the better was going to take me. I had no clue as what I was in IT. I'm a technical person. I was in IT. And I did a work under the table for this computer company. I was super, super smart though. That's one thing. I was super smart. Never go school feet. Pick it up, I learn for build computers, I run network, and I work under the table, you know? But I realized that, so when I just got a company go work, thank you, Gary, for giving me the opportunity when I needed it. And thank you for telling me about the drunker them way 7 them say. The guys were cool. I'm walking and me a girl, they feel that, you know, because I'm love underestimate me. All right. So improve myself. Suddenly now them start tell Gary they didn't know I didn't have any papers. They know I didn't go to school for IT. So they start telling him, you know, and him come tell me. So I said to myself that, you know what, I don't think I want to do IT because I always have to go back with mails. And that's kind of why I didn't continue doing IT even when I decided to go to college. Now, as I said to you before, I don't have no guidance, none. Nobody to tell me what to do, nobody to tell me how to do it, but me just have the ambition. That's what I first have, the ambition, the drive, the hunger. I start out like almost all of you where not come up with papers, you know? Now, I think one day I was reading something online and it said you can get your high school diploma. or GED. So I started looking about it. So somebody tell me, I asked somebody about it and they tell me. So I said, okay, you know what? Because I fell out of Wilma's, let me go and try it. Because the first thing, I never have the first dollar for go pay in my class for go do the GED. So what I did, I had to go buy the book, excuse me, and stay home for about 3 months and study. Me at work under the table. And study. I'm a study and I got my take the no, like by this me just get my papers, I think. Yeah. But most of the time I work under the table. For a big fraction of the time, I work under the table. My first apartment I get for myself in one basement, I never have no bed. But I have a comforter, the place the carpet, but you couldn't tell me nothing. My one that's true, I can't even forget I live in a Queens, in a Jamaica, Queens. My auntie they live at Flushing, and I move out and go get my own spot. What? Prouder than me, I can't find. That was my first step towards independence because I've always lived with family members when I come. But the one thing with me, there's absolutely nobody that can say I ever disrespected them because I'm smart enough to know that you don't burn the bridges behind you, even though, because sometimes, you will live with some drunk crow, But the one thing I always tell people, when you're going to people's house to live, you are humble, right? You're humble when you want to catch. So even if the person is not what you think they're going to be, or things don't work out fit with you and that person, you don't have to cuss them off. You just start looking for a way to get out of there, and then you know what you do? You turn around and you thank them for the opportunity, even though you know so them are crutches. Because that way, they can't tell nobody, say, oh, you're ungrateful, and you're this, and you're that. And, oftentimes as Jamaicans, when we are somebody don't get along and we move on to better, we tend to cuss off people. And that you have to change. You have to, another thing too, when we all come here raw, fight, get fired from job, we not take no shit from nobody, that kind of attitude. That we have to kind of reprogram that, Because as I say, me is a war boat, so I come here with that attitude, a little dirty attitude there. I'm not take no shirt from nobody. I like the girl, I'm like the supervisor. I was like that. But I realized if I wanted to be successful, I got to change my attitude, So that's what I did. Now, when most of the times when you will come and will live with a family, once you live with somebody, you're never going to be 100% once you catch with anybody, you can't expect comfort because that's not your place. There are people who have their own rules and rules where you may not like. The person may not like nobody are coming at them house late. The person may, you understand? So that's their rules, whether you like it or not, but you just go and tolerate it. Them say go and suck salt through wooden spoon. No. Let's say you live with your cousin, your sister, your brother, whoever you come stay with. Things may not always work out, because you might find out them have dirty ways. You have your dirty ways too, because them can say stuff about you as well, but you figure them have dirty ways, them not treat you right. All you need to do is just plan your exit. You never come on a body house to stay forever. So, and that's also a part of the problem. Sometimes people overstay them welcome. When somebody give you a chance in them house for stay, it's not forever. People want to walk around them drawers and them brief and whatever. You understand me? I say, so you have to always plan your exit. Somebody not have to kick you out of them house. Yeah, but let's say the relationship sours for whatever reason, you don't have to cuss them off. You still thank them, and especially if you see them as the bad person, you thank them for the opportunity and move on. If them have you up, make them have you up by themselves. You understand? You just move on. You have to always thank them. Don't bite the hands that feed you, even if you didn't like the food that they were dishing out. So these are some of the principles and some of the philosophies that I live by. Nobody when me ever catch with can say me cuss them off. And me tell us me a war about. Because I always remember when I was going to live with that person, I was humble. Because I want someone to put my head. So I'm going to be humble. You go live with somebody, again, I can't speak for the other Caribbean country, but as Jamaicans, we are some different set of people and we have some different genes from everybody else. We make up different, we build different. But we have to learn for sometimes humble. And them say, humble can't suck most milk. When you don't have to cuss off somebody, you don't have to pick up the phone at Jamaica and call everybody how the person treat you and stuff. Just go and plan your exit. Go and plan your exit. It may not be feasible right now, but you just go and humble. Do what you have to do, help out another place and whatever, and then plan your exit and then leave. And still thank them. Still thank them. Thank them for the catch. Even though say them treat you bad, thank them for the catch and move on with your life. Now, back to why I brought this out earlier. As I said, my detective them already. I know it might be backwards to you. Yeah. No, I'm still here, Jonelle. I'm still here. I don't have the immigration page anymore. Yeah. So, but I do have the Debbie Durant dialogue, launching it on YouTube shortly. So anyways, for me personally, I the reason why I share my personal journey is because, again, I come up from the gutter per se. And I didn't have anybody to guide me or tell me. I just have to learn and figure things out. And sometimes I like to share and impart knowledge on people, ideas, things where you never even think about, things where me have to find out and I wish somebody could have tell me or whatever. So one thing, and I always say this in all my lives, if you graduate from high school at Jamaica, secondary school, whatever it is, when you come up, even if you're not sure if you go back, bring the certificate with you, because if you don't and you can't find it, you have to go back to school, go get the GED. And the GED is hard. It's 5 years of US high school crammed into. Back then, the exam was the whole day. Now it changed up, and I think they do it by subjects. When I did it back then in 2001, it's the whole day. Half of the class, when we went for lunch, half of the class now come back. Because the GED, people think the GED is easy. It's not. It's 5 years of US high school work stuff in a 1 day a test with a whole day a testing. But again, I see now that they break it down. But guess what? Don't be scared. You can't do it, because studying, part of it is hard because you have to study everything because you don't know what you're going to get on the exam. But once you study it, you can't come here and tell you, say, me know people. Me bright, some I could have studied by myself, I'm do it, but some people have to go to school and get help and stuff like that. But if you're one of those people, that's fine. Them have enough centers and them stuff there where help people with get the GED. The reason why I talk about the GED so much, it's because a lot of my people don't know that you're not afraid to bottom feeder job when you get your papers. You don't. But this piece of paper, I have a whole degree on my wall, but this never up on my wall. This is my bedroom where I can look up on it and thank God every day. Because this is how I start my life down a path. Right? I don't want it with the other one. I want it special. They by itself. I have to look on it when I lay down on my bed. The others are valuable, but this is the most valuable piece of paper I ever achieve in my life, because it started me down a path. A lot of the times when people get their papers, the family members that they're around or friends will guide them to the same low-level jobs what them do, because them don't know that there's more out there to life. If you don't have the GED, you're going to be to be and if you type a question me not really read right now because I can't read and talk, I will kind of go back and we will go back when I done and answer it. The GED opens a lot of doors for you. If you're a college person, if you want to go to college, not make for everybody. So that's what I want to say to a lot of people. College not make for everybody. It doesn't mean that you can't be successful. Me have a whole heap of people around me whenever I go to college will make a same income like me. So college not make for everybody, but you have other paths where you can be successful. But understand, say, if you don't have any form of certification, you're going to continue struggle. You're going to continue depend the same path in where you depend every day. If you still get earn income credit all the time, that means say your money now grow. Earn income credit stop after you start make 35,000, right? So it used to sweet me back in the day, yes, me not like the money nice, but me limited. You know, on the tax return sweet me, but the income itself tough, hard to live off of. You have to figure out how you can do better. How you can do better than working at Walmart. How you can do better than working at Home Depot. How you can do better than doing those things. Once again, the GED. Okay, why I say the GED and why I emphasize the GED so much, excuse me, because it opens, excuse me, it opens a lot of doors for you. If you decide that you want to be a welder or electrician in America, so let's say you're an electrician in Jamaica, you know, so when you're an electrician in Jamaica, you don't really need certain certification because you have the knowledge and you fix the people and things and everything good. In a foreign here, because even hairdresser need license. They don't need a GE, they have to go to cosmetology school and go through enough things. So get a cosmetology license not easy either. Forget. So when a person when I hear somebody say them is a licensed a cosmetologist or them is a licensed barber, they went through a lot to get that license. Because why you need license for everything in America, you have to get insurance and stuff like that, liability insurance, people sue, because most of the time you don't have the money. So when people sue, your insurance will pay you and so on and so forth. And you're valid, that's how they make sure so them track you if you pay your taxes and all of these things. Now, you can either continue work, you have your papers in it, you can continue work under the table, don't want to pay your tax, don't want to do, but you're not going to grow. Why are you going to keep on working on a next girl license? I understand if you don't have papers. If you don't have papers, that's a total different situation if you don't have any papers. If you don't have any papers, of course, you have to work under somebody's license and do your thing. But what I'm saying now is to people who have papers. Why you have papers and for 10 years, you work on that next girl license? That means an ambition. I don't care what you say, you don't have no ambition. You're not supposed to work in a hairdresser and that next girl license for 10 years when you have because the good thing about this country, once you pass your class, then you get help, you get financial help. There's no way you have a barber shop for 10 years and you don't have a proper license as the old man would have the shop first pass on him license to you. Why are you not licensed? Why you don't want to own your own thing? Some people don't want, some people know so them need GED enough for do. You know much people ask me for pay me for do exam for them and whatever. I'm not gonna do that. Because you need to put in the work. Because you know, let me tell you something. You see when this coming out the mail? Me nearly dropping out the toilet bowl. When me get the mail, I'm afraid for open it because here what? My ex say about a couple of my friend them do it and them feel it. Be negative energy me used to get right this so. Right? No, that's what you missed what I said. I said if you leave Jamaica, if you graduate from high school at Jamaica, even if you're not planning for run off, because sometimes you'll say, okay, may I come with may I come with may I come for go back, and sometimes you not go back. But when you don't have the paperwork with you, it's hard. So that's why I keep saying on the live, bring the GED, bring your school leaving certificate with you, just in case you decide, because most of the time people will say them can't find it and it's hard to detect. So just walk with it. Once you graduate from school and you have a piece of paper. So if you already have that, this is not for you. And this is like for people who either never graduate, don't know or forget them high school certificate, last it, whatever the situation. Once you come, you have to get the high school diploma for start, whatever the other things and what you need for that. So I'm not targeting the people who already graduate from high school. So just bring the certificate with you when you come up. We don't move, man, Chuck. Yeah. Yeah. So once you have that now, once you have the GED, the word in America is your ISTA. Or once you bring up your high school school leaving certificate from Jamaica or wherever which country you come from, you're good. The only thing that if you go college outside of the US, your degree have to go through this process for them to validate it, because then they don't accept outside degrees just like that. But once it got through the system, because my sister went to college in Jamaica, and when she came, she had to go through that process. And she good. And once they were done, they validated as a bachelor's degree, and she was able to go on and do her master's degree. So, but they don't do that with the high school certificate. So no matter which part you go, high school or Jamaica, you just bring it up with you once you graduate from school. Hold on one second. Excuse me. Yeah. So once you have that, it's a catalyst to so many things. Because if you decide, all right, so let's say you decide to be a CNA. The CNA, I don't think they require a high school diploma, but you can move further than that without it. So you might like nursing, and you decide, say, boy, I want to be a registered nurse, right? You're ready for move up. You're going to need the high school diploma. So my thing is, put it off. If it's been nagging at you for a couple of years now or whatever, just go get the high school diploma. Trust me. And nothing wrong if you never go to high school a day in your life at Jamaica. That is fine. As I was telling you about my friend that is a nurse practitioner now, she not even a graduate from the secondary school where she'd go. A plate she used to sell down a town. But you see, once you're hungry and once you want something, now, after me get this, because I used to live in the Bronx, right? I used to always drive past Fordham. I remember I used to always say, because I love the library at Fordham, right? I used to always say, well, I'm gonna love to see inside of the school. I'm gonna love it. And now, you know what I'm here enough time? People like us don't get in. I believe that. I'm gonna believe I'm worthy. I believe say that out of my reach. Because I hear it so much. Okay, fine. I never There's a thing called divine intervention. Sometimes some things happen in our life. Things that happen in our life, good or bad, they are destinies. Even though sometimes they may hurt us, there are destinies. They happen for a reason. Even if we can't understand why, or it hurt we, or we got you pain, it happened for a reason. I remember my son just born. I was reading online how to, I was trying to educate myself now about this whole college thing, you know? I remember me tell you something, I'm not nobody for guide me. I'm not nobody for tell me how to do nothing, or Me not nobody for ask nothing. Me not nobody for give me the first clue as what to do. See me? Me just know some want better. So me start educate myself. Me start read. Me start go online. Me never have no computer in my yard. Them they are luxury. Me have to go to the library, go do some reading. Me couldn't even afford internet. So me go start read and start figure out this whole, you know, me want to go college, but me go to college and me have a baby and a little girl. Me go do it. So I read up online. Again, I was living in New York at the time. So I read up online, and it say they just started like online college thing around that time. Like it wasn't really popular at the time, and there was this upstate college in New York where it was a 2-year college where they say you can go online if you live in New York City, if you live in New York State. The criteria was you had to go sit the entrance exam at your nearest college, right? So I lived in the Bronx, so my nearest college in the Bronx was Monroe College, right? So I was on actually maternity leave. So me and my little red baby in the stroller, newborn, and my daughter little, and me and them gone to Monroe College, gone ask about how to do the exam, all right? So whilst I was talking to the lady said to me, oh, why don't you come to Monroe? You remember mine? I want to see you. I'm for go to school and I have young baby and little girl. I want to see and husband and problems. You know, again, ignorance. So she was talking and telling, because me got if I find out, or if I go up online, so I can go to school upstate, or if I go do the exam, that me go for talk to the lady about, and she tell me about me for come to Monroe. So the lady talk, I mean, I like, yeah, man. I'm guessing her to death, but I wasn't going to go. Look at God now. So I said, yeah, I'm going to bring the documents back and whatever she was asking me for. And I'm like, so I'll come back, but I lie me that tell me never go come back. As soon as I turned the stroller around, the TV was playing in Monroe's lobby, right? The TV, the graduation was playing in Monroe lobby. So this lady, it was a graduation ceremony, right? For I think that year. And this lady got her degree and she started crying and she said, oh my God, I can't believe I do it. I'm a single mom. I got 4 kids and 2 jobs. Oh my God. And she was like crying. So watch me now start calculate my life. Me have 2 picnic, 1 job, and a husband. So if she can't do it one to me, that was the defining moment in my life. That's why I always try to impart knowledge on people, because you'd be surprised sometimes. The littlest things can change the trajectory of somebody's life. That change, because even when Monroe, because I was always a speaker at Monroe College, it's just when COVID things changed. But I was also featured in their book, you know, my story. And that was a turning point in my life. So what I'm saying to you sometimes, little things that you can say to people can change their destiny, the course. Little things where you never think that, because as I'm saying to you, when that lady was telling me, oh yeah, and tell me how to get to Monroe, I didn't care because I wasn't going to go because she not understands and I have a young baby and a little girl and a problematic husband and too much are going on in my life. Me not have time to go to physical school. And then there was God putting that woman on the TV at the moment when me a turn for the stroller for walk out there and never go back. And there was the lady on the TV tell me fear life and then make me mirror my life. I said, but me a live better than she. 1 job me have, 2 picnic me have, she have 4 and she's single. So if she can go back to school, she can go get degree one to me. I'm just turn back the stroll around and tell the lady, say, sign me up. After the lady signed me up, I go home and I ball and I say, where me go get myself in now? I'm enough self. Like, oh, me I go do this. Would you believe my first semester in Monroe, me drop down and then I carry me go to Mercy Hospital in the Bronx. Because I was so stressed, like I didn't want to fail and I felt like, Jesus, how am I going to do this? How am I going to do this? But I say, it has to be done. It has to be done. I started thinking about the Mary Mary song. It's not going to bring me this far to leave me. Me, one on God. Remember me tell you, nobody for ask nothing. Nobody for give me opinion. Nobody for guide me. Nobody to tell me what to do. Some of this shit I just figured out. Some just falling on my lap. But I will never forget the day God put that woman on the TV in my path that changed my life. So that's why I always share information. You may not say anything to me. It may be a watch my life them. I used to do them on my other page. But I may say something that make you think about yourself and think about what you are doing. And you changing your life, you're changing your generation. So when I help somebody, I'm looking at generations, because if you change your financial situation, if you change your life, it affects the people that come behind you, your children, all of these other things. And that I can't ever dead for hungry, because my heart is clean. And I don't feel that I have to hold things back so other people, because nobody can stop my success. I'm not threatened by anyone. What is for you is for you. What is for me is for me. Whatever God have in store for you, that's your blessings. What is for you can't be for nobody else. That's why if I go for a job interview and I don't get it, I tell myself, I don't kill up myself. I said, if that was for me, the next person I'll get it. Cause me walking with confidence and me go sell myself. And if you don't pick me, then that means that wasn't for me. Me not have to compete with nobody. That was that person's job. Now, okay, fine. The first 2 years, after the first year, I start getting my stride, because as I said to you, I'm smart. I was just scared, and I get to the point where I sell grades. Of course, a Jamaican kicking at me, I have to hustle. Every maths class, because I'm smart in math, right? So every maths class, before class, everybody give me them $20, I'm gonna pass the answer around, right? That was the thing. So you have to hustle everywhere. But I stopped that when one time I failed a maths test, because I'm so busy, I passed out the answer and the time run out for me. So by this now, confident, cocky now, because I got this. I got this. So I saw that all I needed was the start, right? So my day on Monroe, and I'm like, all right, that's where I go. So my teacher said to me, Deb, you're really smart, and my grades are good. I had scholarships and everything. And them say, why you not go one of the bigger universities in New York? So hear me to the teacher. Where me forget money from? Me barely have the grants and the scholarship and the financial aid. So where me forget money from? And one of the teachers say, you're black, you're female, and you're smart. Still never understand. So one of them say, just apply. So, but him no know. Them time the application for Fordham, New York, NYU, and Columbia range from $80 to like $120. No, you know what $120 or $80 was to me them time there? That was fine for me. So you know what I have to do? I have to flip a coin. Come never have three. Columbia don't have rolling enrollment, so they were closed. So my toss-up was between NYU and Fordham. Everybody when me in a class with a Monroe tell me seminar get in. But the difference with me believing in myself. So you can make, when you have your dreams and your goals, you can make, just because people don't support you, no means that you have to stop. You have to believe in yourself and sell your dream before people can buy it. So you can't expect, let me tell you this. My sister, if she ever watched the live, I'm going to say something I never said before. My sister said, when I told my sister that I'm registered for college, she said, oh, my sister always educated. She was IT from a long time, So she always educated from she at Jamaica and stuff, So when I tell her, say, may I start college? She never said to me, say, oh, I'm so happy for you. I know you got this. Like I would have done with anybody around me. You got this, babe. You got this. Trust me. She said, I hope you finish. It crushed my soul, but it motivated me. Come and say, oh, so should I believe in me? All right. Maybe I was doing it to prove something to her, but I was also doing it to prove something to myself. But you can't ask people to believe in your dreams when you yourself not believe in it. You can't go to somebody with an idea and say, yo, I have plans to start a business, And when the person don't see no business, you saying that you have a plan to start a business and there's actually no business, you can't tell somebody, say, you have plans and want them to buy into the plans when they don't see nothing. No, you put in the work. They will, whether they want to vocally come on board or in their mind, even them bad mind, it don't matter. They will see the work. They will see the work and they will see that you got this. So you even if you have people around you that are negative, one of the things you need to do as well is stay away from people who are negative. And understand that on your way to success, you're going to lose friends, you're going to lose people. Because if you're doing things the same way, then you're not, just know that your life is not improving. If you're doing the same things the same way for 5 years and nothing has changed, that means that you're not improving. Because if you decide for go get your cosmetology license, if you decide for go do a 6 months course, if you decide there's times when you're not going to have time for no friends or not going to have time for no family. And sometimes you will lose friends and family because I must say, him a go on like him better than people. Him not take nobody call or she a go on like she better than people. So if those things are not happening to you, then you're in the same place that you were. Because when you're on your way to changing your life and being successful, people are going to be mad at you because you're not gonna have the same time. If you used to go on one dancehall party every weekend, and you can't go now because I'm seeing the same thing with my son. My son goes out and hangs out with his friends. He's in college, right? He goes out and hangs out with his friends every weekend. And I said to him, if you can find yourself going out and hanging out with your friends every weekend, then you are failing. Because if you, I know what it takes to go through college. So if you are doing the same things that you normally do, then you're not moving ahead. You're not improving in your life, because improvement means sacrifice. Sacrifice means that people are going to mad at you. You understand what I say? But you need to, people who are real are going to stay with you. And you want people, you want be around people who say, when you say, boy, I don't feel like go to school today, you want somebody to say, well, I'm tell you, go on to school, man. So boy, you miss the work. Just because I'm not on the same journey with you, I still want a cheerleader in my corner. I don't hang with negative people or naysayers. I mean, I don't cut them off, But if I know that you're not a positive friend, because you have all levels of friends in your life, right? So some of them don't like that, but some of them bright, some of them motivating. You need all levels of friends. It doesn't mean that you have to hang around them all the time. So you have the one way, because you have some of the dunce one, them and them all motivate you. I say, I'm to my girl, you can't do this. You can't do this. And you have someone not say nothing, them not cheer you on, them not tell you nothing, or whatever, but you have to determine who you want to surround yourself with. And just because I see people are saying, why nobody in my family now support me? Okay, and why? Nobody in my family now support me. No, I don't have no support. I never have none either. That never stopped me. Because I not do it for nobody. Me no say me want a better life. The things that when me used to dream, I used to have a friend live at Beverly Hills, Jamaica. I'm a friend them live all uptown. Because not for the Wilma's girl in the class would have 2 shilling. And at this some me go say, oh, okay. Because as I get a girl who grew up in a 1 room, 2 room, and me and my brother and sister them share bed. Me know say me realize now say when I go to Wilma's better out there. There's more to life. I want some better life there. But me know say me no come from money. The one thing me say me now, 3 things me say me never go do. Me nah come a foreign come sell no drugs. Me nah go sell either. And me nah go dance go. Them are the three things me say me never go do. Me pick up garbage. Me clean bottom. Me do working at Burger King was my first job when me get my papers. But me decide say me nah go do nothing. My biggest fear was for go do nothing for go get deported. Me not think me could have deal with the shame and come out of Armand Barracks with scandal bag, yeah mad? And people come laugh after me. You must say mad. Me always say when me I go back home, me I go on my terms. If me decide for left foreign and go to Jamaica and go retire upon my terms. Nobody enough to come see me I come out of South Camp Road or out of Armand Barracks with scandal bag. And nobody come laugh after me. You mad? So for that, when me not have it, me do without. Because and one for me, I think becoming a mother, I'm not gonna lie to you, you know. Before I become a mother, I would have more take risks and do a whole. See, so where I come from. But because I'm picking them and me can't see my life without them, me can't see, me rather dead. That's what me did feel. Rather dead than be without me picking them. So me nah do nothing to take me away from them. Me nah do nothing to get deported, go back to Jamaica. You mad? If me I go back to Jamaica, me for one go back to Jamaica. So me do it though. Me nah go shoplift. Me nah go do none of them stuff that because me already see say when people do them something there, you're likely to get locked up and get sent back to your yard. So and I believe say me not go through it like everybody else. Sufferation, time, all of these things are the choices them where you make. Again, some people want fast money. When me send from my brother and him come, we go Alman Town reunion, him just fresh off for the plane and thing, about a month. And him see everybody pull up in them Benz and Beamer or whatever. I said, trust me, this, and I like Jamaica, they say shit. You can't own this, I can't own better than this. Just follow me lead. Within the next 2 years, you can't even look for pay down and look up place for yourself. But you see the Benz and Beamer, you can't drive any one of them there. And I foreign this, you just need the credit and the job. Nobody no better than nobody, yeah, so. And that's what people understand. You can't flex pan nobody, yeah, so. You may choose to buy beer Gucci and all of the designer. Me may choose to invest in a property. So just because I might go a Rainbow go buy my clothes and you buy Gucci, it's called opportunity cost. Me not better than you, you're not better than me. You spend your money how you want to spend your money. Me not nobody for them decision. You work your money, you spend. If you want to buy a $600 belt, like my man, you buy a $600 belt. Me hate people just because you don't want to buy that with your money, you're gonna knock somebody else. Because them buy something. If you like Gucci, if you work for your money, you buy your Gucci. But what I like is that people believe that them better than people because them have this or them have that. The one thing with a country, the one thing me learn in a ups and downs, me live at 20-something years, you're up on top today, you're up on your face flat tomorrow. That happened to me. Me fall. I remember I was actually judgmental, like, oh, people don't pay them bills. And because I've never been without a job. From me get start out. You understand? Me always work. Me always pay my bills on time because I know the consequences. So when people don't pay them bills, I say, what? There are people who definitely choose to buy clothes or boot over that. But there are sometimes people fall in a situation which I've never been in since me start out. So I was judgmental. I'm a learn. God humble me because when the economy crash, comedy pants happen, I just buy my first Benz in a man. Life good. Life good. I never see myself gonna ever fall. Me put in the work. Me go college. Me I make the big money. Life good. The economy crash. Me lose my good job. See me? Me go from top to zero. My moving, me the want come out to New York anyways. So I'm tell myself, I'm not look for. I mean, I could get another job, but when I look at, because me apply for a mortgage, I never get the kind of money I want for buy the kind of house I want. So I say, you know what, this can outside of New York, this could I get me a big ratted house. So I was kind of wanting to come out of New York, but I just use the opportunity. So I said, Daddy, may I come live with you? That time I never know the economy are crashing up. I never know the economy are crash. So moving, my father basement did undone. So I have some money saved up. So I build up my father basement. So I tell him, so when I move out, no, I can't rent out because 2-bedroom, put up the wall them and stuff. And in the finish, there's a bathroom down there, but the 2 space the dead. So I put up the wall them door and run the electrical. So I live down there. Me apply for job and me apply for job. Cause I'm confident, you know, I have the skills, I have the degree, I used to big money, Rare New York or whatever. So see me now in West Virginia, I can't get a job. The economy a crash, but at the time, it never connect. Me apply for job and me apply for job and me can't get a job. I'm a good credit. Because no me have to choose between paying the bills and getting food, because you know my family come down with me, so I take over my father light bill, and because I know my father complain say I'm putting them play a video game, so I take over the bill. So I depend on unemployment, and I look for job and stuff. Can't get a job till me start count out how much rejection me I get, and me say good girl I get them kind of rejection. I want one. Now I'm in New York, call 2, 3, 4 off and me I get for job. So I'm used to that cockiness. Me used to that cockiness that me develop over time. And the economy that crash, and like nobody never really know what happened. You just know say I get laid off from your job or you can't get a job until things start kind of coming to focus. Say that it get to a point where me and my kids have been at Walmart, and my kids, when I'm a picking, they say, Mom, when you get a job, can I get this machine like that? I'm never out of work yet. I have to squeeze them and shut up them mouths. Let me tell you what happened. Let me tell you something a defining moment for me again in my life. I lost my faith during that time. I lost my faith because here I am sitting on my father's basement. Can't get a job. Me have my degree. Because I was supposed to, the reason I went to Fordham, I wanted to go to the law school. But when everything happened, all of that because me have to move away. All right? But me still got grad school. Right? So I say, Father God, me do everything right. Like, oh, me for there, so I live off of unemployment. I don't need this. Then when I see my credit start get bad, that's when I start losing, because me I say, yo, me not buy a house yet. You know, me don't want to be like the people when I have no credit and them something there, and you know, me start kind of lose it. More me try to get a job, more me can't get a job. This is where I tell us I learn a bit of humbleness in my life. One day, I feel like end it all. I feel like tie one rope in the ceiling and just end it all, because I just couldn't cope. I couldn't understand what happened. Me take it on as me, but the economy did a crash and nobody never hire. And then no people like me were qualified like that. People like me are the last person people want to hire. So remember at one point, so when I feel suicidal that day, I say, you know what? I gotta stop praying, because apparently God not remember me. And prayer waste of time, because I don't understand. I do everything right when I'm supposed to do in my life. I got put in the work. I not do nothing wrong. I take care of my family. I do what I'm supposed to do. So why am I sit down in my father's basement and suffer? Can't get a job. And I'm like, I don't want to work. What me I do with unemployment money? What I can do? I not intend to stay with my father. I intend to go rent a place, then eventually buy a house. That was the goal. Now, the day when I decide I want to take my life, right? I stop for a second for some reason, and I say, boy, my picking them go, if them come see me and hang from the roof, I thought I'm gonna mess them up for the rest of them life. For some reason, that just coming on my mind. Maybe God put it on my mind. And make me not bother think about this. So I get the sitting ready, you know. All right, God, see I know. So this is somebody. Me have my good education. Me have my good job then before me left New York. Me in a West Virginia, in a my father. My father have a nice house still. But me not live with people. Me not catch with people. My past them the stage of my life. That's how me feel. So me feel like a failure. So even though I never end up killing myself the day, me stop prayer, me stop have faith. I just tell myself, son, God not there. And let me tell you this. I talked to my mother about 2 days after that. I cried to her and I said, Mommy, I don't know how long I can't hold on. And she said, Debbie, pray. I said, pray which part, Mommy? Mommy said, Mommy, from I move down here, I pray. And I can't understand. God just seemed like him forget about me. And she said, I can't stop praying. And I say, well, me don't pray. I say, I not think no God not dead. You know, that's how me attack. And that's how me attack to my mother. And of course, you know, mother look on it as blasphemy. But I never feel that way. I never feel nothing. Let me show you what God do to me now. Me sit down. Them time they have Monster. That time Monster was the main job site. It get to a point I even stop apply for job because I start get in a depression because I can't get a job. Out of the clear blue sky, because my resume did depend on Monster. I never applied for the job. I get a call from one company. Them I look for an HR manager. It's okay, me will come in, but I not look for get the job. So it was nonchalant and I don't already give up on God and everything already. See me? So I go get the job. I have 2 facility and me the HR manager for the 2 facility them. So I said, hold on there. So God just take me from 0. Like he must show me this about 2-3 days. No, this about 4 days into me stop believing. When me stop pray to him and give up. Stop look for job. I don't know whatever happened to me, but that's what I feel and it was real. But when we get the job, I say you're funny. You like play a joke and you like play games. And it's like I never feel the job even real till I think after the first week, I really see me have the job. Because I still feel like me in a bad dream and I go wake up out of it. And I remember I go up on my knee one night and I say, Father God, I apologize for doubt you. I'm a pray, I'm a ask for forgiveness. For lose my faith, right? I'm a promise God this. I'm going to live by it up until today. I say, no matter what happened to me in the future, I know say you got me. No matter anything what happened to me, I know say you're going to bring me through it. I'm not ever doubt you again. And I guess him send the test come give me. You know the test him send come give me? Because you know the economy a crash, right? As the HR manager, I remember the boss told me we couldn't honor about 4 people we're supposed to bring on board. But I should have seen it as a sign so the company I lose, like every other company. By this, nobody kind of start realize the economy crash and whatever did go on in 2007, 2008. Guess what? I go work one day, them call a meeting, and them said I'm a Lego the last 20 people them hire, which I was one of those people. Guess what? I never feel nothing. I never cry. That time, I move out to my father now. I rent a nice townhouse and life back to normal, and we'll live again. All right? I never feel nothing. I never cry. I never doubt. I just come. I promise God say, him sure me say, him can take me from 0 to 100. Him prove that to me. So me, the promise him say, no matter what me face in the future, even if me end up going to one shelter, even if me lose everything and going to one shelter, and me pick them up going to the shelter, and me I go stay faithful that him I go bring me through that. Me never falter from that day there. I'm gonna go through things. I never been down that bad anymore, but I go through things. I'm in a falter. Because as again, sometimes because maybe I had to go through that for a reason. Go to zero in my life. But the one thing also too, it made me not judgmental. Because sometimes people not pay them bills, not because some of them choose not to, but sometimes people not pay them bills because, and I forgot to add this in too, why I felt so suicidal. I got an interview in Virginia for work for this contracting company, good pay, everything. By the time I reach home, them call me with the offer and them send me the information if I go do my drug test and everything. When them run my credit, because when you're any federal government contracting job, your credit are for good. All right? When you work for the federal government. No, all right, let me understand this. All my credit for good when me not have my job to pay my bills. So that's why that sense of hopelessness kick in my life. And I forgot that was one of the things that sent me down the road and I want to kill myself. Because I get a job offer, them take it back because them run my credit not good. Me didn't have no money for pay my bills, them so my credit for good at that point in my life. So sometimes when you have faced these things, you don't know what to do. And I remember before everything came up, I went and filed bankruptcy. I did girl like me never say bankruptcy. Yeah, man say, ew. And watch me for March go file bankruptcy. So that's why I tell people say, and that's why you will never see me be a show off or hype on nobody. Because I was humbled all them years ago and learned say you can't up yourself today and everything are going for you and I take nothing for tomorrow. Why you think a lot of the rich people when them lose everything remember when the economy leak, them kill themselves. Them kill themselves and we kill them family. Me never even cross my mind to kill my people them. Me just feel like a failure and I can't see no way out and I can't see no way to take care of my people them. That's why I made it feel. It's not a matter say, oh, come used to poor life. So I can't survive, but I have picked where I look up to me for things and food and place for live and stuff like that. And the funny thing I forgot to tell you, when the job let the 20th week go, the same night I come on TV, Obama, because unemployment did run out, but I did get the job before that happened. Unemployment run out. On the same night, I watch TV, Obama. That's when Obama did start that unemployment extension where take me say, see my God there? See my God there? My husband did at work, so we balance out at the time. But hear me tell you say, me no doubt God, no matter where me I go through. From that time, I learn my lesson. So a couple things I want y'all take from this. Sometimes the things that we're going through, we are meant to go through them. No matter how you wake up this morning and feel like, say, boy, the world up on your shoulder, boy, I'm there at 10 years and nothing now going for me, or I'm now get through. But you have to also ask yourself, what are you doing to get through? Or you may have your papers and you now see your way. You have to take a different approach. And sometimes you have to go ask questions. Sometimes you have to jump online. Me figure it out. Me never have nobody to help me figure it out. And me figure it out. Who would I think a little ghetto girl from Almantown? I was the assistant HR director for Morgan State University. If somebody did tell me that, like, say, in the future, would I say, okay, me may that happen? God, well, Father, excuse me, sorry. The point is, I put in the work. So understand, say, no matter where you sit down right now, anything where you decide, say, you want to be, Anything you decide say you want doing in your life, it's possible. And the obstacles them have to for bill you. The obstacles them where you go face, them have to because them go bill you. You have to determine if the obstacles, if you're going to make them drop on top of you and mash you down, or you're going to fight through them. You have to make that determination. Nobody, oh darling, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Empire, thank you. You are awesome. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you for the love. Yeah. So you have to make that determination, as I say. Today for me, tomorrow for you. If you decide, say, yo, you know what? I always want to drive a Mercedes. It can't happen. I always want to own a little house. It can't happen. If you don't know the way how to do it, ask the questions. Start do the research. Don't go to people who sell house, because they will tell you lie, like how them tell me I could have buy my first house, I'm still married. Them lied to me. So you can't ask them. Ask people where you know of a house, what was the process? And understand that. Surround yourself with people where you see them do things where you want to. You understand? So if you feel like, say, yo, you know what, I want to be a real estate investor, talk to somebody where you know do real estate investing. If you know a woman will have our own beauty shop and she have her license, go talk to her and ask her, oh, what was the process? What you do? Understand? And most of the time, I hear people say they want to be entrepreneur. All right. Most of when I come from trust funds, so when I have the money off and for be entrepreneur, for start the business, where the capital will come from, you have to get a job first. If you decide say you want to be a barber, you have to get a job first, and with the job, you take time buy your one equipment them. Because you don't have investment money, you don't have capital. Understand? There's so many opportunities here for you to capitalize on, especially when you have your papers. So many. And just because you see people look like them have it together, sometimes our problems is not financial one. So I just want people to know that. So just because somebody maybe not suffer financially, they have other issues. They have issues with them children. They have issues with them relationship. Everybody have them share of problems. So people will look upon somebody where, okay, they may be financially secure or financially stable. It not mean say them whole life stable. They have other issues are going. You understand me I say? Them pick me be suicidal, you know, me I say, them pick me take drugs or whatever. So everybody, that's why if I pass somebody, I say good morning. How is your day? When I eat a restaurant, me tip people. Me tip people. Me not if me I walk, if me I go in a store, I say, hey, how you doing? Simple. Hey, how you doing? If I see a person ear look nice, I say, oh, your hair is nice. So sometimes you want to know so that person would all a pray for go kill all himself, and your kind words change them life. So most of the time when I help people, then I say, boy, Debbie, I wish I could have given you something. Sometimes I don't want nothing back from me. I not help people for look back for nothing, because nobody when me help do nothing for me. But I get help. I get help in the universe. Me have 2 children and me try to sow the seeds them. So when my picking them in a problem, there are people there for them. Couple years ago before my kids them start driving and stuff, just buy a Jeep and one teenager running on my back of my kid. I never reach out me for sure my family, my Jeep. And one teenager running on my back. I never forget the police asked me, because she my mouth the bus up on the steering and stuff. But she drive an Acura truck. And when I look through my window, I see our truck crumple up, right? And the police asked me if I want to press charge. And I say, I stop and think about my opinion. Them say, what am to when them start drive and them do foolishness on the road? And I said, no, she already have our mother and father for the answer to for the insurance we she got charge. And I go over to her and I ask her, she all right? And she cry. And I say, look, you have insurance, right? She said, yeah. I say, that sort it out. We are alive. My daughter crashed last year and nearly dead. Crashed last year and nearly dead. 2 weeks in the hospital. And God pulled her through it. So my thing is, when we try for sow good seeds, and sometimes in our life we now have to give people physical things to be kind words, kind deeds. We don't have to be evil and curmudgeon and bad mind and grudgeful, and I don't even know how people harbor them stuff there in them heart. No matter how I go to bed tonight, from me eye them open. Jesus, Father, thank you, Father. It's a blessing, it's a glory. For still there, for still be able to go look and pick them. Because without with life, nothing else no matter. So, the time where we spend a hate or a fight or whatever, we spend that time there and spread love. I mean, you're not fair talk up to somebody, just hi, hello, how you doing? Good morning. How's your day? God bless you. You give somebody on the street some money. Little things. The little things that matter. So people, I know, when I bear my soul like this, I do it because one time one girl said to me, say, me look like me not a problem. Oh, because me not come and sit down on a live and talk about my problem. I do have problem like everybody else. Me just choose not for my personal life. Me choose the parts of it when I want to share. If my kids are going through something, I will never come on and talk about what my kids are going through. That's private. That's why I'm going to make people live with me, because I like certain part of my life remain private. If I want sardine in my cupboard and I that me have our little mackerel for 2 of some rice, I know my business there on social media. I'm not my business there in Jamaica. So that's how I'm going to like people live with me. That's kind of one of the things about me, one of the quirky things about me. But sometimes, no matter where I go through, don't give up. Don't give up. Keep your faith. I know the feeling, because I did give up on God, and him just make me shame. It make me shame. Same week, let me say me done. No prayer. Not even look for no job, because I'm tired. I'm not even apply for the job, and the people them call me for come, them find my resume on Monster and call me for come for the back in a big job. I'ma lose it, because the economy a crash. I'ma stay firm. Okay? So whatever it is that you go through right now, whether you have papers, whether you don't have papers, just understand, say, no storm in your life no last forever. None. Every storm we go through, don't it stop. I know the first problem this year I go through in your life, and it find a way for mellow out though. So just like it, that's how me deal with heartbreak. Me there with somebody who hurt me when me are 18, 19. I feel like, oh God, me I got dead. Me I go find somebody like that again. So I got through that. So I tell myself, say, no matter how the pain hurt it eventually I got healed. Don't lose faith. No matter where your sin or body have, you just continue putting the work, and your time will come. What is for you will be for you, or even better. You have somebody where you may emulate and say, boy, I want to be like that person. Then you can't even be better than that person. Once you have the drive, the ambition, but you see, let me tell you something. You can get up and start something. Can you finish it? That is the key. Anybody can get up and start anything. Almost nobody when I start college with me and them not graduate. Maybe about 2 people. When I start college, I whole up people. And me and almost none of them not graduate. People make excuse and say, boy, me have to take a semester off because me have these problems never stop. Problems and obstacles never ever gonna stop. And you have to find ways of continue. Dodge them and pray. Dodge them, cry, pray, bawl, but continue upon the path. All right. So guys, that was a message from me to you, and I hope that some way, somehow, it help you or make you feel better or motivate you, or even if I piss you off, or even if you decide you don't want to hear me, that's fine. When something touch my spirit and touch my soul, I'm not afraid for come bear my soul and make you understand. Say, when I say something, I not say it because I hear it. I say it because somebody me live, me walk the walk, me talk the talk. All right. So guys, peace, love, and blessings until Sunday. I should have another guest on. You might not see me on TikTok because most of my guests don't have 1,000 followers. And in order for you, I just had to learn that. Tweb teach me that. In order for you to be able to go live, you have to have 1,000 followers. So I will have the shows on Facebook. So that's that, but I normally advertise. All right. So peace, love, blessings, and I hope you have a wonderful night. And I hope that some part of what I say means something to you. Make you looking at yourself, make you want to be better, make you, if you doubt yourself, make you tell yourself that you're deep on the right track. Now where anybody say, once you believe you got this, you have this. If me can do it, you can do it. Like the lady said upon the TV for me. If me do it, I'm 5 Wild Street, Almantown, Kingsland 4, you can do it too. All right. Peace, love, blessings.